Hello chat, and welcome back. Today we're going to be learning how to use render. So let's get started with it. So we're going to go to the render website right now. Oh, silly old me. I guess render couldn't render. That's a pretty funny joke, guys. Come on. So let's get started with it. So you guys understand the basic, correct? How to make a website? Simple. So this is your dashboard that you're going to be using. You're going to be clicking on web services here. Right here. And, it's going to tell you what the repository you're going to be using. You're going to be using, it's not loading for me right now. I don't know why. But you're going to be using the main master repository that you're going to be working on. So, since it's not loading, I'm going to show you guys one already. So this is the repository, or, this is the repository I'm using, my master. And these are some of the settings that I have. There's an assignment that you're going to be doing later on, but similar process as you're going on throughout the class. So the name, you can put it as whatever. Highly recommend that you have your name on it. Key thing is the region. So whenever you're making these websites and database, they have to be around the same region that you're going to be using them. Repository, branch is the master. You can change it if you have something else, but master is the way to go. And that's mostly just it. Now you have the bundle exec. You have this command. So where are you going to find this command? Because it's so long and, you don't have the time to type it out. Oh, another thing is that this has to be in, the Ruby language, since the start command is from Ruby. So, you can find this in your week 3. Well, this is a summer classes, so you're going to find this in week 3. For other, students, they might be in other weeks. But it's mostly just called, deploying to render. You're going to copy this command. And, if another thing, this command does not work, or you're having some issues, I recommend deleting the migrate and db seeds. As you can see here, I only have up to Rails DB. So this is the command I use to run mine, because there's can't be some complications. So that's how you do the website. And then once you're done with this, default commands. Oh, I forgot. Because, if this is just a regular website, no database, you'll just click on create website. But now that we have a database included, we're going to be adding some environments. So 2 environments that we're going to be using here is our database URL and our Rails master key. And, let's get started off with the database URL. How do I get this database URL? So I go to, deploy render. I create a new, and then post GRESQL. And right here, we'll create our database. So, let's do something simple, like subscribe. That's going to be our name. This is randomly generated. Keep the regions at the same. And let's create it. So while this is running, I'm going to explain the other process because, status right now is creating. And the name is subscribed. There it is. Database's name is subscribed and the username is subscribed. So we have the database, the name, and the username. So go back into your deploy a Rails app to render. And what you're going to be doing is... Wait, this music is copyrighted. This cannot do that. There we go. That music is not copyrighted. Now, you're going to go back to this, PDF, and we're going to set up the database. You're going to modify the config/database.yml and you're going to copy this whole information, and you're going to post it. Copy and paste it into this database. So, some modifications that you're going to be doing is right at the very end of this code is you're going to change the database and the username to your corresponding database and username. Now, oh, it's done. So those are the two modifications that you're going to be doing in the database.yml. Your next, and you're going to push that into your, GitHub. Now the next thing is you have the key. The name's always gonna be database underscore URL, but we need the value. What would be the value? Well, it explains to you right here your internal database URL. So how do I get this? So let's go back to our database. We have our password, and this is the internal URL. We copy it, and we add this environment. We add it here. Copy and paste it. Now, I wish I could show you guys how to do, view the website so you don't have to do it, but it's an additional setting that you'll need to modify. Now, let's go on to the master key, Rails master key. So, the master key is located in config/masterkey.key. And, you'll never see this in your GitHub account because it's a hidden thing. But, if by any chance you lose it, you can always, regenerate it using this line edit equals cat bin/rails credential edit. Key information that before you run this command is that you have to delete master.key and credentials.yml for this to work. And you're going to be putting your Rails master key, then you're going to be inserting, your master key in the value. That's mostly just it for this assignment, how to push it to render. If you have any difficulties, it might be, I'm not going to say the code, but it might be some environmental issues. I've had these issues before. I've built several websites several times because of these environment issues. What I recommend is, save the information that you have on your GitHub. Don't modify it. And you're going to rebuild it, copying that information from the GitHub. So that, you don't have to do this all manually, but it's mostly just commands. So, you would run through all the commands again, and try remaking it. That's the best thing I have. So, once you're done with that, you're going to be going to advanced, create these environment issues, and that's mostly just it for this assignment. So, good luck with the assignment as you're going on, but keep in mind that if you do have issues, try rebuilding the project again. I've rebuilt it like 5-6 times because of some failing issue. And another thing, I want you guys to, as you're going on in your developing years, you're gonna have something like logs. And in some cases, it'll tell you if it fails, where it fails, like, Puma. Puma's the one for, like, websites. I don't know. I don't have an error here, so I wish I could check it. No, I cannot check unless oh, look, let's see. Let's watch this one. A failed one. And what did I write here? Oh, You know, this is one of the task managers that I was having issues that I had to rebuild several times. So, if you're having issues, try rebuilding it from scratch. There's nothing wrong with rushing it. I've done it super fast. So yeah, good luck, chat, and have a nice coding.